Hello, in this developer diary I'd like to talk about scheduling. It's not a very exciting thing to talk about, but it is something that is very important to game development, shipping a game on time or on budget or at least in the general ballpark of when you thought you were going to ship it, and it's super challenging, and I don't think any company has really solved that problem. Any company has really figured out, this is exactly how long it's going to take, and then we just do that and we're done. And so, I think this is why there's a lot of game delays. And certainly we're working very hard to not delay Neverending Nightmares, partially, because we have a limited budget. Based on our Kickstarter and the Free the Games fund, so we can't afford to work on it forever, but also because, we feel like getting it out before Halloween is a really great opportunity, and unfortunately, the amount the game sells matters, matters a lot to me, because, I need to make money off this one so I can, start up something else, because even though we had a successful Kickstarter, firstly, that doesn't cover the entire development budget of the game. We worked on it for several months. I don't know, since December, so I don't know, we worked on it for like 7 or 8 months. Not completely full-time, but we put a lot of work into it before we launched the Kickstarter. And then, we're also supplementing the Kickstarter and the Free the Games fund money with consulting, and ideally, it would be great if I, could be full-time indie game dev. I enjoy consulting, but, I like the idea of just doing one thing and not having to spread my time over different things. And I don't know if we'll ever move completely away from consulting, just because it definitely gives us more flexibility with budgeting and whatnot. But anyway, I digress. The main thing is just that it's very tough to say, this is the amount of content we want to have, and this is how much it's going to take, because how much it's going to take in terms of time and money, and which are to some extent interchangeable with consulting, and I'm sorry, with contracting. If you have extra money, you can bring on more hours, or there are certain trade-offs you can make, but the problem is that you don't really know how long it'll take to get to a good quality. There's a number of things which, greatly affect quality, and everything is iterative, and you need to find the fun, and there's so many things you need to do in game development that make it difficult to pinpoint an exact release date. And certainly, there are games that do pinpoint an exact release date, and, they sometimes don't turn out as well as games that take a little longer if they need to. And then there's, also, some games where they have, infinite budget. So, Call of Duty, they're always going to ship on time, and if, the scheduling didn't work out the way they thought, they're just going to bring on more people. And so, if you have infinite resources, you can do something like that. But, when you're indie, it's very difficult because you don't have infinite resources, and also you have a very small team. And so, if I get sick, that directly impacts the schedule of the game. If someone wants to take a week off for vacation, that could be bad for me, because, we need everyone, doing everything they're supposed to, until we ship. And, it's definitely a challenge, and I don't have any secrets. I wish I did. I wish I knew the silver bullet to scheduling, and, people say Scrum and Agile development and whatnot, and, I don't know exactly how much of those techniques we use. Certainly we're somewhat agile, and we try and set, goals for the week, and figure out, what needs to get done and when, and certainly I think doing, well, they were supposed to be monthly. They'll probably end up being more bi-monthly or something. But doing the alpha builds, I think, helps provide some structure to the scheduling, which is helpful. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'd recommend trying to get something good to show every so often is a good driving force. At least for me, and I've heard other developers say, that when they have to do an E3 build or when they have to do, a blank build, that's really when they get the most done. So, I don't know. I guess I didn't really have anything specific to share about scheduling or anything, but I just wanted to sort of talk about the challenges of scheduling, and certainly, at least with Neverending Nightmares, we're basically adjusting the amount of content we ship in the game. And, I've been pretty transparent about that. But I think every game I've worked on, or at least, we've definitely had to cut down the scope. I mean, I know some games, we cut whole levels, but other times we simplify the thing in a level, or basically figure out any sort of tricks to reduce the scope we can. And sometimes we ship things and we should have cut something, like we just didn't get it worked out, and but we couldn't, we didn't want to part with that, and so we would have been better off cutting it. And so I mean, that's one of the main things with Neverending Nightmares I want to do, is I want everything in the game, to definitely need to be there, and not to have things that, didn't quite pan out or didn't quite work out. But it's tough as a game developer, to get out that scissors and cut something you like. But anyway, that's all I have to say about scheduling.